Hey everybody, welcome to Prepper Junkie. Today we're going to go over the Primary Arms SLX Compact 1-in-20 Prism Scope with the ACSS reticle. This is more commonly known as the Primary Arms Cyclops. Alright, so let's take a look at it. Let's do a quick unboxing. Quick shout out to my brother who just realized I have a YouTube channel and he's watching my videos. Thanks for watching. Sorry it took you so long. Alright, so in here we have a manual. We have some Vibrotite, and if you know what Vibrotite is, it's kind of like Loctite. If you don't know what Loctite is, well. Alright, so here's a sticker, PA sticker, little thank you card, the optic, and an Allen key. Okay, let's put this aside here, take this out, and obviously I have opened this before, so I do have a really good idea about this optic. Okay, so let's have a quick look over it. You'll see obviously it's marked here, Primary Arms. I like how they've done their logo on here. It's not like white. I really can't stand these optics that have the white lettering on them. It's just too bright for me. I really like the simplicity and dark, kind of how they've done this Primary Arms logo and how they've done the ACSS logo on here with the Cyclops. Just very nicely done. Okay, let's start with the battery compartment. It takes a CR2032. It has a groove here so you can slot a coin or maybe an end of a round or something in there to turn this off, to turn the dial and take it off. In the inside of the cap, you'll notice it has a bit of a sponge there, and that's to push the battery in. And there's a simple screw off and screw on. Very nice. On the sides here you have, on the side of the dial, there's the illuminations. It goes from 0 through to 11. With the brightness 11. Now this isn't daylight bright. It's not like an aim point daylight bright. You can see it, but I would say the illumination is probably more for indoors or low light situations. I personally wouldn't be using it probably as a red dot, and that's fine anyway because the etch reticle is really thick and blacked out, so you really don't need to use that illumination during the day. So you can just use the etch reticle. So it's fine. Speaking of the reticle and looking through this, the ACS reticle is phenomenal. The reticle is, I bought the ACSS reticle inside the baby ACOG, which people will actually refer to these. This is a baby ACOG, like a baby ACOG. I love the reticle so much I wanted to try it out on something else, which is why I got this. The glass clarity is superb. I mean, okay, it's not as good as the ACOG glass, and I don't expect it to be, but it's really good for a $240 optic. Like super clear glass, very nice, just a little bit of distortion on the edges, but other than that, it's a very nice glass. And as I say, with the cool reticle. And obviously we have the flip up covers here. They're nice, it's nice they come with them. The one thing I wish it had was I wish we could, on some of the flip-up covers out there, you can push the covers all the way down. Obviously these don't do that, which is fine. You can just turn them around like this, and then just sit on top of the Picatinny rail. You know, when you pop them down, it will sit there just fine. Alright, so on the subject of these, you can remove these like so. Whoops. On this end, we have a diopter, which is a really nice feature, something you don't get on red dots or anything like that. For the diopter, it would just make that image, so if your eyes aren't the best or whatever, or you just need to make some slight adjustments to make that image more crisper, you can use the diopter for that. So it's a really cool feature to have on here. We have these capped turrets, again, and they're tethered, which is really nice. The only thing is the tethers sometimes get in the way with this, I've noticed. When I tried to, not so much with this one I've noticed, but maybe on that one, let me put them back on. So I'll show you in a sec what I mean. Oh, like right there, see, they kind of catch and they kind of stop you from taking the cap off. But they are tethered, and let me get... fit. So they are tethered, and let's listen to the windage and elevation here. Let's see. Very tactile, Very audible, very nice. It would have been nice if you didn't use a tool, you know, if you could just turn. But again, these are going to be one of the things of like you're basically going to set it and leave it. So again, not a big deal, but they are very nice and audible and tactile. Let me see if I can show you what I mean with taking these off. So when I take these, you can see how it turns the wire here, and it enables, so it's kind of catches almost. So you gotta almost put your finger down on the wire and then turn the cap like so. Because if you do it, if you do it without putting your finger on it, it catches like so, and it's kind of a pain to take them off. So it's nice that they're on there, but it definitely makes an issue sometimes for taking these off. Alright, like so. Okay, so you guys get the idea. And it was going to give me problems putting this on too. So that's honestly, in my brief time playing with this, that's my only downside to this so far. Well, actually there's a second one. Slight second one. Alright, caps back on. Okay, so as I say, it is nice they're capped. It is nice they're tethered, but the tether definitely gets in the way of taking those caps off. Okay, so eye relief on this, you're getting about 3.7 inches is what they say, and I would agree it's got great eye relief. The field of view at 100 feet is 76 feet, so massive, massive field of view. Very nice. One thing I didn't mention with the illuminations, I forgot to mention there is no night vision capability with this one. It's just illumination, so just bear that in mind. And it is fixed magnification, so there's obviously no zooming or anything like that. The weight for this, including the mount, is 9.7 ounces, so it's a little heavier than your micro red dots, but it's not that much heavier. But it definitely feels like it's built like a tank. I think the construction quality of how it feels, and you can go on and watch torture tests on these. There's a lot of them out there, and they pass with flying colors. People abuse the crap out of these, and they seem just fine. And from just handling it, you can tell it's just a quality construction. So very nice. It comes, as I say, with the mount already on, and it's just kind of your typical bolt onto a Picatinny 1913 rail. But it's nice it comes with it. It's not a high mount, it's just kind of a low mount. As you can see here, it's not like super high, but it's got some nice aggressive cutouts here and then down here to make it a little more lightweight. It looks really nice. We'll see how it functions, but overall quality seems really good again. So happy with that. You can also use other micro red dot mounts with this optic, so if you don't like this one, if you want to put a QD one on or something like that, you can switch it out just fine. It does have a Primary Arms lifetime warranty on them, and from what I can tell, you shouldn't need it, but I've heard that Primary Arms is excellent with their warranty, so if you have any issues, you can hit them up. One of the things that people always ask, and I'm not going to ask about this, is where is it made? It is made in China. If that's an issue for you, well, it's your loss, because I think, honestly, this is an absolutely quality optic, especially at that price point. Okay, moving along. So, as I said earlier, some people call this kind of like a budget baby ACOG. Now, don't let that word budget fool you in any kind of way. As I said, I think the construction of this seems phenomenal. But here, just to give you an idea of what a TA44 baby ACOG looks like, obviously this is it. Overall length is about the same size. This one's definitely a little thinner. I'd say it's probably a little lighter. But anyway, I just want to give you a little side-by-side comparison there in case you have owned one of these or played with one of them. Would I replace my TA44 with this one? No. That's not a ding on this one. I freaking love my TA44. This, however, is absolutely going on one of my rifles. It's probably going to go on my AK. So yeah. I want to give you guys an idea of how it looked like. This is my, let's see if I can zoom out here. This is my AR pistol, and it's a 11.5 inch AR pistol. So just give you an idea of the size you're looking at here. If it's sitting on your rail, gives you plenty of space if you want to mount it further back or further forward. I think it looks pretty snazzy up there. So yeah, it doesn't take up a ton of rail space. As I said, it's not the size of a micro, but you can definitely push this back and give you some more rail space if you need it for whatever reason. So, all right, I think that is it. All right, if you have any questions, any comments, as always, please ask them below. If you're not following me, please do so at Prepper Junkie. And if you've managed to last to the very end of this video, if you click on the link below to buy this, you'll also get a free Primary Arms anti-reflection device just by clicking on the link. So thank you to Primary Arms for giving our viewers that option. That was very nice of them. And yeah, that's it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so. And thanks for following along. See you guys later.